Yo, what's going on, chat? How is everyone doing today? Welcome, chat. Today we're playing some Minecraft. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. We're just waiting for these mod packs to download. No, this is the one we're gonna play, which is Cobblemon. If it does work, I'm not sure if it's gonna work. It doesn't look like it's gonna work. Never mind. We're not doing Cobblemon then. You know, let's go to the better Minecraft world that I've done. We haven't been on there for a while. We'll let that load. And then we'll probably play some potato. Maybe we should start from scratch. Start a new world. You know what, that's what we're gonna do. If it loads, we're gonna unload and we're gonna start a new adventure. Yeah. We're gonna call it party time. Nah, not party time. Mario. No. Trying to think. Let's call it the Blaze Adventure. Just in case we ever need a world type. Dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Pickaxe and sword. So that way there's a this way there's apparently some structures. Okay. Oh. This is interesting, I guess. Okay. Bones. String is useful. I didn't expect this. There's coal here. Interesting. I'm taking the food. It's mine. Interesting. Oh no. I didn't know that bee was evil. No! I died. No. Oh, potatoes and bacon. Ow! I'm not ready for this. I forget that, like, I can't hear myself with this music. That's better. Now I can hear myself. Sometimes I forget that I'm playing single player and I'm trying to press tab to see, like, if there's people online, but then I realize, oh yeah, I'm playing single player. Turtles. Run. Damn it, they're following me. No. Dun 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 dun. They don't see me. Too stupid. Run. Oh, there's so many more of them. Oh no. I gotta hide. I gotta hide. Where's the entrance? Bye bye. Oh, there's the entrance. Oh, this is the entrance. Oh, the entrance was there. Bread, pumpkin pie, baked potatoes, apples, beetroot, golden apple. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. The chiseled spot marks the hidden spot. I'm just stealing their coal. Hmm. I'm so confused. The chiseled stone marks the spot. Oh, that's a lot of them. Retreat. That's so many of them. I didn't realize there was that many of them. Baked potatoes always help. Oh, that's a lot of them. I don't see any chiseled stone. Unless I'm blind. Ow. Oh, that's a lot of them. I got them, yay. Oh, a bunch of honey blocks. Hmm. 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 Oh, congrats. It's good to hear that your date went well. I just heard the villager sounds and I just went, with them. In the pillages. That's all. Huh? Huh? My people. But congrats that your date went well. Congratulations on that. Oh, that's good, man. It's good that you got lucky on the first one. Okay, interesting. Well, hopefully everything goes well then. That's that? No, that's nothing important. Over there. Hmm. It's a local crocodile. I think that's a crocodile. Crocodile, 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 crocodile. You don't ever want to get too close to the crocodile, as it might kill you. Ah! I got too close to the crocodile. It nearly killed me. Never trust a crocodile. They will kill you first chance they get. I think that's a good place to leave Minecraft. I kind of got bored of Minecraft there for a second. Let's play some... I don't want to play Giga, so... I'll be right back, chat. I'm back, chat. Yeah, we're gonna play Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Because why not? Yeah. I've played the Car Mechanic Simulator. Holy crap, that's loud. New game. Patrickplayz. Let's do easy. Man, because I'm not that good. Holy crap, this mechanic shop is... The lag was real. Take off the front. Open pie menu. Assemble mode. Interesting. Thank you for the follow.
Bailey Rose E_ is now following.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. I hope you're having an amazing day today. It's very relaxing to play out, I will say. I played the 2018 version, but I wanted to see what the difference was for this one. Interesting. I will say that this version definitely looks a lot better than the 2018. Where the hell am I? I got a truck? Cool. What the hell? I get my own school bus? Yeah. Oh, I can't get in it. That sucks. I'm just looking around to see what's under construction. First aid kit, I like to see that. Oh, this is the back? That's kind of cool. Interesting. Abandoned vehicles express. What? How do I have 10,000 CR? That's kind of cool. Is that like the... Oh! It shows me the parts of each vehicle. That's kind of cool. Interior shopping. Gearboxes, electronic shop. Yeah, I think so. I think, like, So basically, like, I think you start your own mechanic shop, and then basically these are the storefronts where I can get the parts for each vehicle. But when I need to call onto a job, I look at here where they will show me the different jobs. So I could do this one and be like, I'll take this order. And then I have to look at the what am I looking at? Where do I check what I'm fixing? Oh, here. You go here. So like here I'm changing a bunch of brake pads and an ABS pump. And then we're gonna have to move this to the car lift. Basically, I think so. So like if I go here, like there's body tuning, there's tune-ups, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I will say the 2018 version is like decent. This is from just the first couple moments playing it. It's a lot better. The 2018 version you could probably like avoid. It's like, I wouldn't say avoid, but it's not as necessary to play than this one. I will say there's a lot of well, this is the first time I've played it on stream, so I'm not 100% sure if there is an audience. But I will say I have had a few viewers here and there in previous streams with other games that I've played. Where's the ABS stuff? ABS. ABS. No, that's not it. Maybe in electronics. Yeah, it is. ABS pump. You only stream for this? No, I stream a different stream a lot of different games. I've streamed Minecraft a few times, Call of Duty, Brotato, which has been on almost every stream this year. I've done a few F1 game streams. The 2018 version of this game. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I've played a lot of different games. I recently, like, if on my YouTube channel, I have like playlists of all my previous streams. I have a playlist for all previous streams, and then I have like, for certain games, there's like a whole series because I've played the whole entire game and finished it. And I've done that for Dispatch, Batman Telltales, The Walking Dead Telltales. Which, funny enough, I did the Batman Telltales before iShowSpeed did it on his stream, which is kind of funny because that means I missed out on all the hype just before he streamed it. So I could have, I missed out on that. I could have waited. I should have waited, in my opinion, until he started, and then I could have at least gotten some views. I think he's good. Like, he's clearly got, he's clearly entertaining. Like, he's done very well for himself. I give him props for that. He's not my favorite creator, but I will say that he's at least, he's done well for himself, and I hope the best for him. Yeah, I think he's energetic, very energetic. I don't know if his future will always be streaming, because I get the energy from him that he could do a lot more. I have a feeling that he could do something like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like a TV show host at some point, or a what's it called, a sports presenter, because I kind of get the vibe that, like, he has a lot of energy towards European football, which is soccer in America and most places in the world outside of Europe. And I get that feeling that he's gonna, if he's ever like thinking of, oh, I might do something else, I would not be surprised if that's like he decides, I'm gonna go be a sports presenter somewhere. Because he gives that energy off, and I think he's really good at it. I don't think he's like, I don't think he's like bad in any way. I think he does really well. Like, I think, honestly, yeah, because you predict. That's my, yeah, it is basically my prediction. I predict that he will probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I feel like, I think in my mind he's gonna be this guy that maybe he's probably still gonna do content creation in YouTube in some way, or Twitch streaming, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like, with how he was at, like, he recently was at the World Cup, and he did a few interviews there, that I saw. I saw that he actually spoke to some of the the sport presenters there, where they asked for his opinion on it. And I wouldn't be surprised if one day, like, a big, like, either he does it himself or a big like sports broadcasters like, hey, we want to hire you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he does his own podcast at some point about sports, because it seems like that's something he's very much like, I want to do that. But I think there's a lot of creators. There's a lot of people I think that would do like that are probably like that. Like, I think YouTube is one of many things he does. Whoops. That was an accident. That was such an accident. But yeah, that's like my opinion on that. I'll find it funny if I predicted that. What do you think about Mr. B? I don't diss anyone that likes him, but I'm not a big fan of his. There's a lot of things he's done and that he does that, in my opinion, I don't like. And when I mean I don't like I think that it's very wrong in certain things he's done. One of the things that I noticed along one of the biggest things that comes to my mind is Lunchly, for obvious reasons, because that was broadcasted everywhere. Then there was his comments when anyone has ever tried his products, if it be Feastables or Beast Burger, and the one that mostly comes to my mind is with Beast Burger. He had Tommy Innit try it when it was a big thing, and the comment, I remember it still to this moment. I'm not 100% sure if it's 100% accurate of what he said, but he basically called Tommy Innit an idiot and stupid if he thought the burger wasn't the best burger in the world. And all I gotta say is, if you're doing fast food, in no world is your burger going to be better than... It's not even going to be close to being best in the world. And then he did the same thing with his Feastables bar. So I don't really like that kind of behavior from, especially someone who is supposed to be, especially if you're a creator with 500 million subscribers and you have mostly children. Like, when you have mostly children looking up to you, and to me, you have to have the responsibility that if you're gonna be advertising chocolates and Beast Burgers, you got to actually talk about what it actually is. You can't be advertising, oh, it's the best in the world. His chocolate bar was like mediocre at best. It wasn't even as good as a Hershey's bar. I would still say the Hershey's bar was better. And I tried it before he made the refresh version and the new recipe and all that. And then he said, oh, I'm never gonna And then he said, I'm never going to have people source the cocoa beans without. Like he said, oh, I'm not going to have child labor involved in sourcing cocoa beans or doing it, like, inhumane. He's doing it now, and no one's called him out on it. And it's just like, yeah, it's just another thing we allow it. Like, that's all I gotta say about him. There is also the recent thing with Team Water. I don't think that was an actual charity, in my opinion. But Jinxie and Aiden Ross, they do not, like, it's one thing if Markiplier said it. But then you have Aiden Ross, who's not really known as a very good person in the public eye, calling it out. Jinxie, it depends on the subject. I do believe what they said it was true. Mainly from the one comment of saying that every dollar would be a year's supply of water. That's exactly what Mr. Beast said. You can't make a year's supply of water with $1. Are you telling me? And this is US dollars. So how much is a US dollar in Australian? Let me see. Convert. Let's turn this. So $1 USD is $1.40 Australian. So that's a $1 coin. I don't have any 20-cent coins on me. And a 50-cent coin. According to him, that's a year's supply of water. How is that doesn't make any sense. Especially when, like, we're getting a bit off topic, but how much does water cost in, we're going to put it in US terms, in the USA. Let's put it in the when did that happen? October last year. So in the USA at October, we'll do it early October 1st 2025. Let's see. Oh, it's different depending on state, so. But here's the average approximately a household's water bill in the United States is approximately $45 to $49 per month. For a typical family home, single family home, if you combine both water and wastewater sewer services, and average cost totals around $73 to $150 per month. This means on a volume rate, let's look at the volumetric rates from lbutilities.org. I think that's a American company, sorry. They say, I just wanted to get the water rates. Here we go. Well, actually, let's search up how much is a year's supply of water cost. How much? By the way, that original, that one I was just reading, it's $1. It averaging that 1,000 gallons is $1.50 to $3. and 1,000. So everywhere else is on liters. So you go liters to gallons. 1,000 gallons is 3,785 liters, 0.4. How many liters of water is used by one person per year? Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. Around 150 to 274 liters per day is used in Australia, according to Sydney Water. That's including everything from consumption, cleaning, everything. That's per day, so it's 55,000 to 100,000 liters per year. Now, take this as a rough average. So then, that means if a year's supply, if 1,000 gallons is around $1.50 to $3, let's go to, I'm going to turn off convert. So let's say it's around $2. Yeah, per year. Let's say that 1,000 gallons is around $2. Just in the middle. $2. And then you times 100. Let's say it's not 55. Let's say actually we should go off of the maximum because that's probably more accurate and more realistic. So it's probably $3. $3 times 100,000 liters is $300,000 for a year supply. That doesn't seem right. Hold on. I don't think that's right. Hold on, I made a mistake here. Okay, let's do... Okay, that I just looked at it. That's average per liter per 1,000 gallons. Hold on. It's per 1,000 gallons. No, that. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Because we're not increasing it for. Okay, hold on. So $100,000. Is that right? I think that is right. Wait. Oh no, this one is wrong. The one about how much it costs. Let me quickly look at Sydney Water. We're gonna put this in Australian terms. How much is the cost of cost of water per year? Australia. I'm gonna put this all in Australian terms because it's just be easier. Okay, so it's around per year. It's $1,000. Okay, so let's say we are using $1,000 per year. We're spending $1,000 per year, and we're using 100,000 liters of water. That's not right. Wait, hold on. That's not making... No, that's for one individual. Fuck, I'm making the maths more harder for me right now. Okay, I'm definitely reading something I see what it's done. It's getting some of this information from Wikipedia. Because Google AI is the one recommending it. I forgot. Average water bills, CanStar. Okay. Got the accurate information. So per liter is $5 according to this. So if we're using 100,000 liters, times that by 5. No. His team water wouldn't make any sense because because the first thing is putting it in a maths that for a different country wouldn't make any sense because team water is supposed to help make sustainable clean water for a country or an area or a region that does not have access to clean water. So it would actually cost more because you not just both have to get the supplies to the location, you have to build the infrastructure and source the water. So when you add all of that up, like, let's look at what's the Team Water website? Because I haven't looked at it. Team Water, Mr. Beast. I need to be able to... Wow, it doesn't even tell me how much they've made. I wonder why. That's great. It literally hasn't... They literally aren't showing how much they've raised. Never mind. I won't be able to know. That, okay, just on that alone is a bit concerning. Like, explain to me explain to me how you can take donations, but you're not going to show how much you've made. No. I'm going to call it this right now. There's no way that per dollar is a year's supply of water. Maybe for one person. If they were the size of an ant. But like the maths doesn't make any sense to them. Like it really doesn't. And let me just say, Aiden Ross and Jinxie, they're doing the right thing by calling it out. But I will say, Aiden Ross is the wrong person to be calling it out with how questionable his behavior has been in the past. And it's the same thing with Jinxie a little bit, mainly because he does have a questionable, but not like questionable like, oh, he's a bad person. It's just, it's better than Aiden Ross, but it's not as good as like if you ask Markiplier. Like I would still believe Markiplier over anyone else. Which is like when I saw the honey video that he made, I was like instantly I stopped. The second I saw that video, I was like, I'm not gonna go near the honey browser extension ever again. Or ever. Because I think at that time I had only just started and I never used it once because first off, I was young. And when I was young, when I say I'm young, when I was young, I meant like when I was a teenager. And at the time, I didn't have a debit card. And I never really bought anything online. Now I kind of buy a lot of things online. But I would never use... I would have never used that Honey browser even if I had access back then because, like, it was dodgy. But back to the game. We don't need to talk about this whole Team Water stuff. It's... Where was I on this? Okay. Fuel pump, brake pads. But like, that's just my opinion on that. I don't like Mr. Beast at the end of the day. There's too many things he's done that's questionable, and I don't trust someone who's like, especially when you're gonna go and brag about, I have the best chocolate bar in the world. Or that if you say that's shit or is terrible, you're an idiot. If you say that, that's like, in my opinion, first thing, get the hell out of my face. I don't want to deal with you at all. I'm not ending the stream. Why would I end the stream? But like, that's my opinion. But I will say, that like, there's a lot of good things that have come out of the YouTube atmosphere. You got Markiplier with his movie and all of the charities he's done, Jacksepticeye, DanTDM, all of the creators. Mostly, I've just noticed actually, I think the biggest, the most charitable creators that I've seen on the platform are PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Terrorizer from the Vanos crew, and who else? Did I say DanTDM? I think I did. And DanTDM, because they've done a lot, and honestly, like, I find that, like, like, really, like, what's the word I'm trying to look for? Inspiring. That's the word. Like, if I could do what they do, I would do it. No, I wouldn't even want, like, if I was offered to do that and like my name wasn't attached to it at all and it was just like I did it behind the scenes and no one knew, I would do it. Hands down. The thing is, I could be doing it. I'm just not gonna say that I am. I never tell people if I donate or not to charities because I rather not tell people. Like, I don't think it really needs to be known to the whole world if I donate like a lot of money to, like, a certain amount of money to charity or something like that. Oh, this highlights everything that needs... Wait, I did not know that. What? This highlights it? Oh my goodness, it does. What? I did not know that it did that. That's cool. I will say. Like, I will say though, going back to like talking about I show speed, like even though like I don't really watch his content, I do get that kind of vibe that he's gonna be a creator that I think is more likely to go beyond just YouTube and Twitch. I think one day he will go to do like stuff like being a sports presenter somewhere. Or be an athlete. I think he's got that energy and that ability to do that. So that's my prediction on that one. I also have a theory that Mr. Beast's a few of his views and subscribers seem a bit like. Actually, I'm not going to say that, just in case that gets me in trouble. I'm not going to say anything anymore about Mr. Beast. I don't really care though, if I get in trouble. That'd be funny. Imagine if you get sued by Mr. Beast of all people. I'll just say I have no money. I got no money. Where would you get the money from? I'm broke. No, not. I've got to separate the tires. I think I need this. But as I was saying, like, pretty much for any content creator out there, all I have to really say at the end of the day is that, or for anyone out there really at the end of the day, whatever is, like, I don't know, this has nothing to do with actually what we were just talking about, so I'm changing the subject completely to really anyone out there trying to achieve their own goals or whatever they're trying to like do with their life, if it's career wise or like a goal towards like being more like exercising a lot more or whatever. I hope the best on that, and I hope that they succeed at that task. And I'm struggling with words right now because I'm trying to think at like hundreds of miles, like think about everything at the same time. But standard tire. Oh crap. It's 215 75R 15. 215 75 25. I think that's this. 175 15. I'm so confused. What? 15 75 215. Okay. 15 175 75. And we need 4 of them. That was confusing. I was about to talk about something else now. I don't know what. Oh, that's how you access the shopping list. How do you use it? I'm curious. It doesn't do anything. That's freaking pointless. Why would you add a feature that doesn't work? What was I had something else to talk about. Oh, I can turn off the radio. Peace and quiet. Install this. I forgot you gotta do all of this. Yeah, but like manually. Take. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. That's it. Take. Why'd I do that? I should have. I should have had one being installed while I did. Oh yeah, I gotta change the calipers on these. I'm so confused. My brain stopped working now. All I can think of is Pepsi Max, and I don't have any. I blame myself for not getting any Pepsi Max. How could I do this to me? I made a mistake. No, I already replaced these. I forgot. What the hell am I doing? My brain ain't functioning. Vulcanizer? What's a vulcanizer? I didn't know this was Star Trek. Star Trek Cars Mechanic Simulator. Oh wait, I gotta put oil, I think, in. Fuel pump. Where's the fuel pump? Don't you know I'm still standing after all this time? Fuel pump. I think this is... No! Change brake fluid. No! Where's the brake fluid? It's right there, is it? Additional tools, drain. I didn't even know you could add. I didn't even know you could do this. What? Is that it? Change power. Where's the power steering? That's the fuse box. What? Fuel filter. Where's power steering? I'm so confused. I can't even highlight it to figure out where it is. Power steering. Where is it? Oh my god. 10 hours later. Gotta buy a power steering. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Sometimes I think I'm crazy, and I probably am. When it comes to drinking, so that's not the one we needed to get. I drink too much Pepsi Max because it tastes like Pepsi Max. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think that's it. Did I do it? Change power steering fluid. What? I did. How do I change it again? That's not it. I'm so confused. That's an oil dipstick. Huh? I'm so confused. That is the power steering. What? Eh? I did do it. What? I quit. I'm done being a mechanic. It was the worst decision of my life. And they said being a car mechanic was easy. They lied. They lied. Now I'm gonna go shoot some purple aliens. Shooting the purple aliens because they're a bunch of... I bleeped that swear word. Actually, I heard about something recently, but I'm not sure if it's true. From this like apparently Nick A30 said something about GTA 6. GTA 6 comment. Yeah, this guy says way too many things. He says... So he said... Okay, I want to watch this. I want to watch this to see what he actually said. Because if it is true what he said, it's a...
Us or me, or so we can like talk bad about us or me or whatever the case, anything like that. I just want to chat, like take my mind off it, you know what I mean? But we're gonna be starting anyway soon. So mods, if you guys want to put it back on, if it's negative or anything, sorry guys, my bad.
What?
So we can like talk bad about us or me or whatever the case, anything like that. I just want to chat, like take my mind off it, you know what I mean?
Okay. Okay, apparently the clip was apparently taken down, but he said that he will not play GTA 6 unless there's a option to get rid of cussing and blood and all of the R rating kind of content in the game. Which, he's an idiot. Like, flat out he's an idiot, because... Bro, it's GTA 6. It's in the name, Grand Theft Auto. It's going to be a violent game. I don't think anyone's gonna care if you don't play it. I won't care. I'll just laugh if he ends up playing it, and then I'm like, ah, see, you did play it, you idiot. They should call you... What's his name? Nick A. Fucking... can't remember his name already. And I just read it. They should call you Idiot Nick. That's my thoughts on that. Oh, I don't want to play GTA 6 because, oh, if there's no option to get rid of swearing and murder and all of the R-rated stuff that's in a game that's about crime and murders and all of that stuff, then I'm not gonna play it on stream. I don't think Rockstar's gonna care. They won't lose any sleep on it. They'll be like, okay. Okay, you don't wanna play it, that's fine. We didn't really care. He's an idiot. He's not, in my opinion, it says he's professional Canadian gaming streamer. I wouldn't even say professional gamer. More like a professional Karen. Sorry, I just had to say it. No. Karen would be too nice for him. Professional whinger and complainy and baby that complains about every little thing because Well, he has nothing else to do with his life. Nick A30, if you're watching this, what you gonna do? I'm not scared of you. It'd be funny if he is. He would be that, it sounds like he would be that conscious, like that he's that up himself that he really cares about what anyone says about him. I wouldn't really care if he did say anything back. I'd just be like, okay, you do you, bro. That's to really anyone in the gaming community, really. Any of those people like him, like, what's that guy who played the recent Resident Evil game and was like, I can't play it, it's such a stupid game. And like complaining that he couldn't figure out the controls. What was his name? DSP, that was his name. He's a fucking idiot. All I gotta say. There's even I remember, I actually know for this for a fact, is that there's apparently a clip of him doing something quite sus before he went live. Just saying, that's a bit weird, man. Bit weird that that's what he was doing before he went live. Bit concerning also. Isn't Nick A30 friends with him or something? I swear he is. Either way, I don't agree with some of these gaming creators. I don't agree with another creator that talks about movies and TV shows. And every time I search up actually, whenever my YouTube feed is always about movies or television or TV reviews or movie reviews and stuff, his videos keep on coming up, or at least he gets mentioned in a video. And it's so annoying because everything he says is a load of shit. If you don't know who I'm talking about, his name is called I think it's the something critical drinker. Critical, whatever I know it's not moist critical, I know that for sure. Critical. I think it's critical drinker. It's one of these movie guys, and he's British. I think his name was Critical Drinker. Yeah, the Critical Drinker or something. Is this him? Yeah. This complete moron. There's some things he probably says that are true. But he said something about, what film was it? Oh, he's also that Critical Gamer guy. I was wondering who that idiot was. I saw one of his videos recently on TikTok and I thought, he's an idiot. But he said something about how the Snyder movies were superior to James Gunn, and that the Supergirl movie was going to be an absolute shithole. And then he also said about the Superman movie, and the Superman movie came out and it proved him wrong. But in my opinion, he's a complete moron. Here's the video. Supergirl, a total cinematic calamity. Because all he ever talks about is negative things. About all of the things he talks about. And I think he's just a utter idiot. Welcome back. I was just talking about a content creator named The Critical Drinker, where he talks about movies and TV shows, and all he has to say about any of them is just negative, rude, and disrespectful comments. Who? Exactly. His name is the Critical Drinker. And all he talks about is how he thinks every movie is shit and why he says that. And then he talks about how no one cares about comic books. He has a new channel called The Critical Gamer. His profile looks very AI. I'm just going to say this right now. I watched one of his videos. He said something stupid. What it was something I saw where he said, oh, this is what it was. It was a little short where he's literally playing a kid's game. Now, when I mean a kid's game, a game that's recommended for kids and above. So anyone can play it, but it's a game that's mostly recommended to children. And he's playing the game, and he says, and I quote, "If a kid is watching his videos, they should go away and leave him alone." And even when the parents are playing, like are watching the video with him, which I can agree on one condition. If he was exclusively streaming on Twitch. But the fact is, he was streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. And the problem with YouTube, if you are streaming on YouTube, which he has since then stopped, because this clip was from a while ago, there is a feature to make it 18 and above only content. So only 18-year-olds and above can watch the video. He didn't do that. Thank you, but I think in time that might happen. Not now. But like, all I gotta say, if you're gonna be streaming on any platform, this is all I have to say. If you don't want to stream to kids, one, if you're on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Kick, Facebook Live, I'll be kind of surprised if you're streaming live on Facebook Live, but if you're streaming on any of those platforms, Kick I know doesn't have this, so you don't have to worry about if you're in Kick. But YouTube especially, if you are streaming on both YouTube and Twitch, make sure that on your YouTube feed, if you do not want kids watching your content, specify 18 or above. If you are not, and because of the game that you're playing, sometimes on Twitch, people below the age of 18, depending on the game you're playing, will be allowed to watch your content. So you got to be careful with that, because some of these games, depending on the game, not all of them, just some of them, have a simple rule when it comes to creators. If you are swearing on your streams, please make this known. And please refer viewers, if they do not want to watch or hear the swearing, to go watch a different video or stream. He doesn't do that, but instead calls his viewers idiots. You should never do that to your viewers in any way. Unless the viewer has actually said something stupid. Which is very unlikely unless they're really out to actually be disrespectful to the creator themselves. But back to the comments about his comments on movies and TV shows. He says he's a professional movie buff. He's not. Because a movie buff and a TV show buff would be respectful of the original source material. Him, on the other hand, wasn't. Especially when it came to the DC movies created by James Gunn. And it probably doesn't help that all he talks about is, I loved Zack Snyder because his movies were good. And that to me is bias. You can't become, in my opinion, don't give a review on a movie or a TV show if you have bias towards it or against it. If you're going to talk about it, talk about the facts. And he doesn't do that. And that's, in my opinion, I get it, he wants to do his own content, but trying to force people to have those same opinions and beliefs is honestly just disrespectful. Everyone has the right to have their own choice, make their own choices on if they like a movie or not, or a TV show, or a game. And how he makes his content is the opposite of that, and I do not agree with that kind of perspective. If I had a viewer in the chat that liked the J.J. Abrams Star Wars films, just because I don't fully like them, I do like Episode 7, I think it was a decent film, but just because it might be someone's personal favorite Star Wars film, I'm not going to be like, well, that's stupid. I would be, fair enough. As long as it's okay in their eyes for me to have my own opinion. Like, I don't think Episode 7 and Episode 9 were the best films. Episode 7 was pretty good, in my opinion. I would say a 7 out of 10. Episode 9, kind of 2 out of 10. But it's because, in my eyes, it wasn't really that good. But I applaud anyone to have their, if they liked it and enjoyed it. I don't say to someone, oh, if you like it, you're a such and such. That's just disrespectful and mean. Me? Do I have a website? Or are you referring to my Steam? Because I have a Steam account that I show on YouTube, I think, or used to. Crap, I just deleted Stream Elements tab. Whoops. Whoopsies. That was an accident. I needed that to keep open so I could fix things if I needed to. I don't think I have... Do I have a website? Do I have a website and I didn't know? That would be very odd. Patrickplayz. Now searching myself up. Do I have a website? No way. There's no way I have a website. Really? I mean your own website, like a profile. Like YouTube channel and all that? YouTube. In that add all of your things. I'm pretty sure I don't have one. Unless I forgot. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. No, channel is different thing. I'm confused. I'm a bit confused. I'm confused myself. I brain malfunctioned. Now I've just searched myself up, and now I can see everything that's on there. I see YouTube video / channel. Another person named Patrickplayz. That's kind of cool. My Steam account. Someone else's Twitch account that isn't mine. Which I'm kind of disappointed it's not my Twitch that's on there first. One of my videos. Oh no, that's one of my clips. Oh, that's cool. my Instagram, one of my streams. My TikTok is in the first set of links. Cool. That's kind of cool. I like the Google AI overview. Patrickplayz is an online gaming content creator and streamer who shares videos on YouTube and Twitch. But then it's got the wrong Twitch, but then it has my YouTube channel. No! Unless I did I change my Twitch? No. Someone else's Twitch is doing better than mine, and it's taken over the position. I know what I need to do. Report channel stole my AI, stole the Google overview AI link off of my Twitch. It's pretending to be me. The graphic designer peeps know about that. Damn. And it's only because they have 44 followers. No, 49 followers. Sorry. That's mean of me to just decrease their followers on them without... It just means I gotta stream more on Twitch. I saw your drawing stuff. The artist about that might be... Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. I know nothing. Maybe it's their website. Because they have a website of artworks. And they have a lot of good artworks. She's like really talented, I will say. She made the emotes. I can actually show them in the chat. And I've got more emotes on the way. I actually said this the other day. I was like, she's created 5 emotes and there's 7 more on the way. So there's 5 of the emotes of my dog. I love my dog. He's like the best dog ever. I just realized today I've been calling out a lot of creators for their BS. Maybe I'm the next Moist Critical. I'm gonna get a robe and grow out my hair very long. Look like Moist Critical. I just pretend to be him at this point. No, I wouldn't. That would be laughing. I'm not gonna be a LARP creator. That would be so... I'm dead. Shit. I'm dead in the game. Crap. No more talking about creators that aren't me. Or creators that I know at least. Unless they want to collab. I sometimes forget about my Twitter account, now known as X. Sometimes I forget my Fred's account. Sometimes I forget to sleep. That has nothing to do with content creation, but it's something to at least mention. Sometimes Patrickplayz forgets to sleep. Maybe. All I know is that I have a lot of videos to work on soon. I have so many videos. And I'm honestly just like I wish I could just I wish I didn't have to edit the videos. Nowadays most of streamers are going for that. Yeah. I've noticed that a lot of creators now have they have like link trees and stuff like some creators are just doing podcasts now. I'll also do it when my pocket allow me to do. That's exactly what I say sometimes. I wish I had a video editor sometimes. I'm just like I would love to have one. And then I remember I can't afford them. I could probably afford them for like 2 videos and then that's it. So those videos would have to really do well. Because yeah, I don't think I can like my video editing skills are quite mediocre in my opinion. Like the first ever video I edited was like not at the moment, but maybe in the future, maybe one day. It's something I keep on coming back to and being like, should I look for a video editor? Maybe. Because I'm always scared that like, I honestly, I'm one of those people that like, I feel bad if like, if I can't like, if I'm like struggling to pay someone for their work. And like I feel bad that like my goal is my main focus on anything that I pay someone to do for me, like art or anything for that matter. The goal is always help pay, like if I'm gonna give them a job that I have to be able to pay for it. For the job, for the work that they're gonna be doing for me. And it's something that like has been programmed into me for a very young age, because that's something that my dad always told me about, was that if you ever have staff or you ever have anyone working for you, the number one priority isn't yourself, it's the staff. Always make sure that they get paid first. You get paid last. And I 100% agree with that. I think it should be the staff get paid first, then the business bills and payments that need to be done are next. Then it's you at the very end. Because at the end of the day, the people who working for you and the business you're building cannot exist and cannot continue going without not just the staff but also the everything that makes the business the way it is. And that's the best advice my dad's given me. He's also given me plenty of advice on food and meat, because he's a butcher and he's worked in the meat industry for so long. He runs his own business too, and that. Which I'm not going to mention what the business is called, because that's something that I like to keep private. I don't want to be like labeled as his son all the time on everything, but like he also said, always make sure the quality of the product that you sell, if it's food or anything for that matter, is the best quality you can provide or the best quality you can get. Never cheapen the quality, because cheaping out the quality is the worst decision you could make. Which is like why, if I ever get the chance to have merchandise, like to be able to sell merchandise as a creator or anything really, any product that I've any product that I can think of, if I ever sell it to a huge amount of people or anyone for that matter, I would want it to be the best quality it can be. And which is why the first 5 emotes I have that are animated, they're on the tier 1 sub. And I think the artist that that's made them and is making more, I think she's made the best art that I think I can probably get. And I think she's done a really well detailed and talented job. And honestly, it's just amazing work that what she's done. I could not be able to do that myself. And I give props to anyone who can make something very detailed and very good, including the artist that made my profile picture, who's a different artist. They did an amazing job on the profile picture, and it's amazing. Which is like I've given them the credit in the about me section on the Twitch, and made posts about it. And yeah, so you got 2 artists. Technically, one's like majority of the time, and the other one is like the first one I had. And I still work with her occasionally. And hopefully, I got a few ideas that I'm thinking of asking that artist to work on. Because I think that might be a good thing. Maybe some more, like, maybe I can get that artist to work on some, like, designs for me. Because they've both done amazing jobs. And every piece of the art and the work they've put into is just amazingly detailed. And honestly, I don't really care how much it costs to get it done. Like if it's going to cost a lot of money and I have to pay and I'm paying them for it, and they do an amazing job like they have so far and they continue to do that, that is, in my opinion, amazing. And I'm always happy to like let them know that they're doing an amazing job. Oh, the one that did the emotes is the one still working on stuff. And then the one that worked on the profile picture is... I haven't had her work on anything recently. But hopefully... I just because I've been busy lately with work outside of content creation. And hopefully I have an idea for something that I'm going to ask her about later this week, hopefully. And maybe we can get some more art done. They're both very talented and very detailed on the art. I think they're amazingly good at it. I could never do it. I just say that right now. If I can't do it, that's to me like amazing. And I've seen a lot of different art. From whom profile picture one, the emote. So if you go down to the credits, it actually says, so the logo / profile picture, that should have said / profile picture. is by Kerbal VT, aka Kerbal VTuber, on Discord. And the one that made the animated emotes of my dog is at just Amy. At Amy Things. She's also a moderator in the community. Because I gave her that power and I gave her the artist badge for when she's in the chat. Yeah. But they're both very talented. Yeah, I like the emotes too. I think there's a lot of people that do a lot of good jobs. I will say, none of that stuff would have been possible without them. So, I give them a lot of credit for. I give them a lot of thanks, and I'm very appreciative of their work. But if I rate both, then just Amy Things wins. Yeah, maybe. No, she definitely wins, I think, in my book too. Yeah. She's just done an amazing job with the emotes, and I've seen what she's been doing with the other upcoming art that's hopefully comes at least sometime this year. She is busy with other projects, so I told her to take her time on it. So as long as she's not pushing herself and stressing herself out, to get done more work with her instead of profile picture one. Well, she's got a lot of projects that I'm working with her on. So there's the starting soon banner that's coming, and then there's the be right back and the stream is ending banner. And then there's more emotes. There's 7 more emotes on the way. Literally. It's crazy. But she's taking her time with that because she's got a lot of other projects, and I completely understand that sometimes you gotta put that some projects need to get on higher priority, and I completely am okay with that. Oh, screen stuff. Yeah, she's gonna do some screen stuff, and then she's got some more emotes, which I'm excited because we're gonna have some ones put on the free tier. So the 3 that are currently on the free tier are gonna be either changed out or removed completely, and we're gonna have new ones there that aren't animated, and then we're gonna have some new animated ones and some other ones added to the tiers. So then, yeah. So then there's a lot of stuff coming, and then maybe one day I've been thinking about it a lot lately. But I've been thinking like, oh, maybe one day, because the emotes look so cool, and I was like, I wish I could have them as a sticker. So maybe one day I'll get like a test sticker packet made for myself, and then see how much I like it. And if I like it, I'm gonna make. There's gonna just be a merch store for an exclusive time, just exclusively just stickers, because I think that would be fun. just a whole bunch of stickers. We just get a bunch of stickers made. Not too many. As long as there's demand for it. if there's no potential buyers, I'm screwed. Then I'm like, ah, crap. Here goes the money. We do a lot of giveaways though. Imagine that. That'd be nice. A lot of giveaways. That would be nice. For the audience, for me, it would be like, I'm out of pocket, yeah. But yeah. But I think this is I wasn't planning to do a long stream today. We're doing it for 2.5 hours. I think that's a lot of time. And at some point, I have to get off stream and make myself some dinner. So I'm gonna call it here for the rest of the stream. I will probably. What day is it tomorrow? Today's Tuesday. Why was I thinking Thursday? I was thinking Thursday for some reason. But thank you. I appreciate it. The next stream is usually Thursday, but sometimes I get a bit bored on Wednesday, and I might do a spontaneous, like I'm gonna decide to stream. So I might stream tomorrow, depending on how I feel. But guaranteed stream will be on Thursday. So I'll see you all on Thursday. Or if I decide I want to stream tomorrow, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate every single one of yous in the chat and who have been watching throughout the stream. Have a good day. Have a good, amazing rest of your week. And have a good night. And I will see you all later. And I hope you all the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.